So had Harry Potter existed in your head for some time before?
Harry Potter came to me on a train in 1990. I was sitting just staring out of the window, and the idea just fell out of nowhere. It was the purest stroke of inspiration I've ever had in my life, and I've been writing about him ever since. Literally, I have boxes, loads of stuff on him that has travelled with me to Portugal, where I was working before Edinburgh, back to Edinburgh, slowly growing and growing. But it was in Edinburgh that I actually kind of carved a book out of that massive material.
Okay, but that single idea was what exactly?
The single idea was Harry, this boy who didn't know he was a wizard, who for 11 years had made very odd stuff happen, that there was plainly mystery about him, but he didn't know what it was, and that then he got the letter that told him he had a place at wizard school. And I just thought it would be a lot of fun to write. I had never thought of myself as a children's writer. Everything I'd written up to then had been geared towards adults, though I'd never tried to get any of it published. So it chose me rather than me choosing it. I never sat down and thought, all right, let's try and write for children now. It was just plainly a story that was going to appeal to children.
And the name, just something simple and ordinary?
Harry is one of my favourite boys' names. Potter was actually the name of a family I used to play with when I was very small. I doubt that they'd remember me, but I just liked their surname. So that's where that came from. People have asked me if it was Dennis Potter, because I come from the Forest of Dean, but it wasn't.
Okay. In terms of writing the story, I mean, it struck me in two kind of ways, in the sense that, you could argue there's a traditional sense of school days.
Yeah. Well, I don't think of it as primarily as a school story, though obviously the school is central to the plot. I just think of it as the kind of place that most children, I would love to go. It's scary and it's exciting, and you are relieved of responsibilities to your parents or authority from your parents. I didn't go to a boarding school, I went to a comprehensive, and the idea of getting into this place that is so exciting and living there among your peers, it's just enthralling, I think. So, the fact that it's a boarding school is important in plot terms, because Harry has to be removed from this appalling family that he's been brought up with, this very suburban, abusive family, and he is removed to this place that is much scarier but much more fun.
Okay, did you feel like you could do anything there you liked?
Yeah, absolutely. I hope the books are supposed to be funny as well, and a lot of the humour for me comes from this conflict between this magical, very subversive world and the workaday world, where people simply refuse to see what's right under their noses, which is that there are still wizards living everywhere, but in secret.